Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Once more. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hello, KZOOMers.
Hey, everybody. So good
Missed-
to see you. Yeah.
Missed you.
Yeah.
Just came back from Italy
Last night.
So I'm still in another time zone, but I'm going to do my best to be here, present.
And happy solstice to
And
everyone.
solstice.
Summer for us, winter for Johnny and Simcha. Anybody else from Australia? I like summer better right now.
So this is a great a solstice celebration
Yeah.
tonight, and solstice it really is this kind of moment of radiance, of fullness, and of shifting, of like opening up to, to change as well. So in the Song of Songs, where we are in the Pasha of the Song of Songs, is, the lover's just been through this really kind of difficult searching and not finding and being beaten and bruised by life, and she turns to the daughters of Jerusalem for support, and they ask her, tell us about your beloved so that we can help you, and she goes into this beautiful kind of reverie of description of the beloved, and she falls in love all over again, really. And this is part of the end of the description. She says, his hands are rods of gold studded with topaz. His body is polished ivory inlaid with sapphire. His thighs are marble pillars on pedestals of gold, majestic as Lebanon, a man like a cedar. His mouth is luscious. He is all delight. This is my beloved, and this is my friend, O daughters of Jerusalem. And the culmination of all of the description of the beauty of the beloved, it all leads to this one line that says, this is the beloved, and this is my beloved, and this is my friend. And to me, it's one of the key kind of lines and kind of realizations in the Song of Songs, is that my beloved is right here. This very moment is my beloved, and I, so the, to open up, to rise and open to this, whatever it is. And sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't like it, but I can open to being in the state of being in love. And then, to say that this is my friend means that I let go of my argument with this. I come into a place of radical surrender, and I come into a place of non-contention, that I'm not, sort of in the argument with what is. I just came back from a praise walk. Wait a minute, what was it? What is there? Can you check your volume is turned all the way up? I think it is. Maybe we can turn it a little higher.
Yeah.
You can.
Maybe speak a tad louder then.
Okay, yeah. Turn it up a little bit.
Thank you.
Okay, can you hear me?
All right, much better.
So to me, this became like a core practice of falling in love with this. And on my praise walk, in Italy, what I was saying all the time that I was there was that every moment, we're doing a practice, and the practice, it just doesn't end, But I want to embrace that practice, the practice of this, which is the practice of spacious, loving awareness, and that's the theme for this, our KZOOM, is spacious, loving awareness. And I first heard that phrase from Ram Dass in the couple of years before he died. He was in this place where he was looking at who am I, and what he came up with was this phrase that he just kept saying as his mantra every single, that was going on in him every single moment, that I am spacious, loving awareness. And it felt so important to integrate good. That, like who am I really? What is fundamental to my being? Everything, my body changes, my personality changes, my situation changes, but there's something about that I am spacious, loving awareness that that is good to remember. And those words spacious and loving are the adjectives of awareness. So I am awareness. Awareness is consciousness is really the God force that is moving through us, connecting us. But can we make that spacious? And can we make that loving, really? Jack Kornfield says that when we rest in loving awareness, we shift from our sense of small, contracted, and fearful self to a larger sense of who we are. So, and he also says that too, anything you give space to can be transformed. Whatever the situation, see if you can widen your lens, remember vastness, and allow ease and perspective. And I love that. Anything you give space to can be transformed. And to get into the habit of whenever there's a difficulty, to be able to say, I'm going to create a large space in which this difficulty sits, and then the transformation can happen. So I want to chant these words Dodi v'zeh as kind of our central Torah of spacious, loving awareness, which is presence. And and then we'll continue the exploration into what does it mean to be spacious, loving awareness. So we're tuning into this. This is how God appears to us, reveals God's self to us through this. Dodi
Dodi
So as we do this practice, we're working with the quality of our presence. And it is something moment to moment that we can practice. I found this little chart from the Gottman Institute of the 3 pillars of the training of the mind, or the training of our ability to be present in this spacious, loving awareness. And the 3 pillars are focused attention, open awareness, and kind attention. And I've been sort of sitting with those, that you can't leave one of those pillars out, so that open awareness and the kindness that we bring to ourselves in this moment. So I was feeling that each moment I'm bringing this presence and I'm shining it out into the world, and the world shines back to me in response. And I wanted to do a practice that is about that interaction, that when I am in that place of spacious, loving awareness, and in, that my own radiance sort of kind of gets sent out into the world, and something comes back. And I think about that the breath is kind of a microcosm of this give and take of awareness. And so there's this practice I'd like to do with you called planting and harvest. And it comes from the prophet Amos. He talks about like a vision, really, of that beautiful flow. And it's a vision that says, and they will plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. So in one breath we are planting a vineyard, and in that very same breath that we breathe back in the wine of that vineyard. We receive the goodness that we just put out in its highest form. So we're planting that vineyard. So after we chant this, I want to do the breath practice with you to plant the vineyard on the out-breath and to drink the wine on the in-breath. And then it says, and they shall make gardens and eat the fruit of them. So to make that garden on the out-breath, the radiance of what we put out into the world, we are planting the garden of our lives, and on the in-breath we are receiving the fruit of it. And that's kind of I want to enter into that prophetic vision of.
And it's just starting to rain now, rain on the garden, to water it. But I'm going to close the window.
You're going to close the window.
That's wonderful. Get some rain.
Yeah. So we'll chant the chant, and when I chant this chant, I like to use a kind of a gesture of, so I say, Venatu kerami. So I'm planting the vineyard, and then Ver Vishatu yaynam, and I'm taking back in the wine, that is. And then I'm planting those gardens. So I say that twice, and then I say Ve'asu ganot. So, and then I'm going to eat of those, the fruit of that garden. Ve'chlu et briham. So I use the gesture so that I can sort of feel that give and take, that interchange of energy between me and, from the depth of me, of planting the vineyard, drinking the wine, making the garden, eating its fruits. And it feels like a kind of the great movement of our lives and the great kind of fruit of our practice that we receive back when we come into that place of spacious, loving awareness. We just naturally overflow into the world, and the world gives itself to us. That's what it feels like. The beauty of the world, the nurturance of the world. So we'll try this. So you say each phrase twice. Venatu keramim v'shatu et yaynam. And again. Venatu keramim v'shatu et yaynam. And we plant the garden. Ve'asu ganot ve'chlu et briham. Ve'asu ganot ve'chlu et briham. Venatu keramim v'shatu et yaynam. Venatu keramim v'shatu et yaynam. Ve'asu ganot ve'chlu et briham. Ve'asu ganot ve'chlu et briham. Venatu keramim v'shatu et yaynam. Venatu keramim v'shatu et yaynam. Ve'asu ganot ve'chlu et briham. Ve'asu ganot ve'chlu et briham. Ve'asu ganot ve'chlu
et yaynam v'yasu karanim v'shatu et yaynam v'yasu ganot v'shatu et vineyards v'yasu ganot v'shatu et vineyards v'yasu ganot v'shatu et yaynam v'yasu ganot v'shatu et yaynam v'yasu ganot v'shatu et v'yasu ganot v'shatu et
So close your eyes, bring your attention to the breath, and feel that spacious, loving awareness moving through you. Breathing it in. On the exhale, feel like I am planting a vineyard. On the inhale, I'm drinking the wine. On the exhale, I'm planting the garden of my life. On the inhale, I'm eating its fruit. On the exhale, planting that vineyard. On the inhale, drinking the wine. Exhaling, planting the garden. Inhale, eating its fruit. And exhale, planting that vineyard. Inhale, drinking the wine. Exhale, planting the garden. And inhale, receiving the fruits. And you can just continue just focusing on the breath. With each out breath, we're planting, we're sending out the seeds of presence on the inhale, taking in the rewards of that presence. Just find your own pace. Just stay with the breath. And you might picture that garden that you're planting and imagine tasting its fruit. And picture the vineyards and imagine drinking that wine. Anything that you give space to can be transformed. So the wine is the symbol of transformation. as we rest in loving awareness, we grow our trust in life. We listen better, we see more clearly, and our inner life becomes clearer too. So this practice of planting the vineyard with your breath, of drinking the wine, it's something we can do wherever, whenever. You know, the breath is such a great tool of opening up, allowing, becoming the kind of the vessel and the channel from the life force. And I think of our spiritual practice as really is opening up to that source, which is inside us, but also reflected out in the world. How does that feel? I just love doing that. This morning, we chanted that, and then I did the breath for 20 minutes, and really felt like it was kind of cleaning me out, you know, but those words from the prophet Amos really kind of it's a statement of faith, really, you know, that whatever we plant, we will harvest. And so each moment when we are in that place of spacious, loving awareness, we're planting the garden, and we can receive the benefit of it, you know, in the receiving the beauty of the world. So I want to do a practice that I call the river of bliss, and it comes out of this Psalm 36, and it says "V'nachal adanecha tashkaym." So v'nachal adanecha is, you know, translated as the river of bliss. Eden is the place of pure delight, so the river of your delight, and tashkaym is the giving drink, the watering, the satiating with, you know. So there is this source that we can draw from source, you know, from the core of our existence. And then it goes on to say, "Ki Imcha makor Chayyim," you know, for with you is the source of life. And that's kind of what I'm looking for in my practice, is like finding aliveness, you know, and with that aliveness, I can do some good in the world. I can metabolize difficulties. I can take in the beauty of the world and also allow that beauty to radiate out. So, and then the last part of it says, in the Hebrew says, "Be'orcha niray or." I say it in the feminine, "Be'orech niray or," for in your light we see light, which I think is just an amazing, you know, because light in our tradition is consciousness, is awareness, and so in that loving awareness, we are enlightened. So in that light of consciousness, like the wholeness of life, we get to, it's like entering into the field, you know. So Albert Einstein I love this quote from Albert Einstein that says, "There's no place in this new kind of physics," and he's talking about quantum physics, both for the field and the matter. For the field is the only reality. When he says the field is only the only reality, he's talking about consciousness. He's talking about this light. The field is the only reality. And he says the field is the sole governing agency of the particle. So this, the idea that this is the physical universe is pretty much an illusion. That all there is the field, is consciousness, is spacious, loving awareness. In your light, we see light. We are enlivened, we are enlightened by entering into that knowing of the wholeness of life as the field. So I think, the entering into the spacious, loving awareness is what allows us to experience unity consciousness, that there is only the field. The sole governing agency of the particle, really. So I want to just enter into this river of bliss and receive it. And, I just came back from Italy with, I thought I saw Rhonda here.
She was.
She was here.
Rhonda and David.
Maybe she's on the second page. Oh, maybe she left. Okay. So just came back from Italy from a praise walk, and learning really how to do a praise walk, and a praise walk with every step we're praising, and with every step we are. Oh, there she is. I was looking for you, Rhonda.
She came back.
You came back. I was talking about our praise walk, that we are. And it's on a praise walk. It doesn't matter what's happening, whether we're lost, or whether we're tired, or whether we're hungry, whatever we're doing, we're walking as our praise, So, and to do that, we connect with this river of source, this river of bliss that is flowing. So
from the field? Is it flowing from, or it is the field?
it is
flowing
the field,
through.
flowing through us.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
So let's try it. I think these words can help us to get there. Adanecha, tashkaym, adanecha, tashkaym, adanecha, tashkaym, adanecha, Imcha, Kol Chayyim, niray, for with you is the source of light. In your light we see light. Adanecha, tashkaym,
ונאכל אדניך תשכין ונאכל אדניך תשכין ונאכל אדניך
מכל חיים ועורף niray for with you is the source of life. In your light we see light.
ונאכל אדניך תשכין ונאכל אדניך תשכין ונאכל אדניך תשכין ונאכל אדניך תשכין כי Imcha מכל חיים ועורף niray is the source of life. In your light we see light. ונאכל אדניך תשכין ונאכל אדניך תשכין ונאכל אדניך תשכין ונאכל אדניך source of life. In your light we see light.
I invite you to close your eyes and open up that inner vision of light, which is your spacious, loving awareness. Within that spacious, loving awareness, in that light, we see light. We receive connection, nurturance, protection. And I think it's possible, to live there, for that to be the context in which we live. This is kind of the larger reality that we live in, and then we can kind of let our small reality, be informed by that larger reality. So this light as consciousness is so central to Torah. And I just wanted to say that when I was 12 years old, I was going to have my bat mitzvah, and I really wanted to read from the Torah, and I wasn't allowed to. But I was allowed to give a speech, and so I decided that my speech was going to be about light. And that what I did is I took different phrases that were from the Torah about light, and I learned how to chant them with the Torah trope. I chanted the Torah trope in my speech because I was looking for a loophole there,
You found it.
I was trying to get my way with, in kind of a trick away, so that I could chant. And so I chanted at all the places where it talks about light, because I think that's the light I want to live in. So when I started to be a chanter, I don't know, 30, 40 years ago, and I received this instruction, I think I've told you this before, I received the instruction that said, you are to transform sound into light. And I think that's what we're doing when we're chanting. We're transforming sound into light. And so it's a good kind of like, as you're chanting, to be able to say, I'm making this sound, but really what I'm doing is transforming sound into light. So I want to do one more practice with you, and it is really this idea, coming back from my praise walk, this line, the last line of the Psalms, really kind of inspires me on my praise walk, because it says, Kol Han'shama hallelujah, hallelujah. So, and it's kind of the summing up of all of the Psalms in the last line of the last Psalm, and I created this chant in the hot tub. May her memory be a blessing.
Yes.
We used to have a hot tub.
Passed away.
She passed away.
The mice.
And one morning I was sitting in the hot tub, and I was sensing that the whole of the breath of the world, that all of the world was breathing, and all of the world was breathing praise. And I could feel it out there as the light was coming in the morning. And I was just in awe of that sense of the world breathing praise. And then I realized, I'm part of this. I'm not just watching it happen. I'm actually part of this world that is breathing praise. And so my breath must also be breathing praise. But I want to bring awareness to that. I want to bring spacious, loving awareness to my own breath. and be breathed by that mystery, that life force. And so I started to sing these words in the hot tub, and so that I could feel myself not separate from the world, but as part of this rhythm of breathing, of God breathing us and us breathing into God. And on our praise walk, I really had this intention of, not only every breath, but every step that we took would be the intention of praising with our walk too. So it begins a kind of slow, and then it opens up to a rhythm here. So it begins. Kol Han'shama, Hallelujah. Kol Han'shama, Hallelujah. Kol Han'shama,
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Every soul praises Yah with every breath, from the moment of birth until death. Kol Han'shama, Hallelujah. Kol Han'shama, Hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah,
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Every soul praises Yah with every breath, from the moment of birth until death. Kol Han'shama, Hallelujah. Kol Han'shama, Hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Kol Han'shama, hallelujah. Kol Han'shama, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah. So what if you knew that there was this joy at your core, that you could just access it when you breathe, that it is there. You can breathe it out into the world and breathe it. Let yourself be breathed by that joy. And on Shavuot, my revelation that I wanted, to be witnessed by my fellow praise walkers, I said, I know that it's possible to meet every challenge with joy. That's the revelation, and now I just have to live it.
Yes.
Yes, to meet every challenge with joy. That is possible. Maybe so that's something I aspire to. So let's just all right. Well, take a look around the KZOOM room just to
everybody.
to give a blessing to everyone that's here.
Hey.
And let's see. And so good to see your faces. I missed you, and I'm going to miss you again. But yeah, I feel a little sorry that I'm missing my KZOOMs, but
it'll be 3 weeks from tonight.
3 weeks from tonight.
July 11th.
July 11th is the next KZOOM. So make sure you're there on in your calendar. And because I am traveling
To the East Coast.
to the East Coast. So I'm going to stop the recording.